Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be creating this lovely design. As a graphic designer, you need to promote your business. So right now we'll be creating this flyer, will be helping you to promote your business as a graphic designer. So if that sounds interesting, let's get started. The very first thing you're going to be noticing is that I'm working with 4 by 4.5. Also the unit is inches. Double click on your rectangle tool, remove the outline and just put in any fill color. I'll be using white as a fill color. Then I'll create this rectangle. It's okay this way. Press F10 on my keyboard, then reduce the radius just like this. And then add in this color. This is the color blue I'll be using, that's the X number. And then remove the outline. Press plus key on my keyboard, plus key. Then I can just power clip this in this. So let's drag this out so you can just see the effect. That's the effect over there. And then let's import the necessary images. There are 2 images, but we'll be importing it at once to save us the stress. Now let's locate the image, import, drag this and this around here. I will try my best to perfect this image out here so it won't stress us that much. Okay, power clip this in this, so we can go in here, create the copy of this, press plus key again. You can drag this to the side this way, and then let's work on this. So you don't want the top to be showing around here, you don't want the top to be showing. So this is okay this way, and let's adjust this to that. And if you wish, you can resize at this point. Yes, okay, now that's okay, that's okay. And then we want to power clip this again in our blue, inside this blue. That's perfect. And let's bring this, select this, hold your shift key, select this also, press C and E. Once you do that, select the one at the top, then reduce the transparency to around, let's say 60. 60 do the trick. Yep, so that's okay. That's the view I want us to have. Now let's create this lovely circle around here. This size is okay. We can change the point over here to 12, or let's use 15. Change the outline to white, and then power clip this inside the circle. I'm clicking on the outline of the circle right now. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, bring this a little bit up. I can just drag this image this way. It's okay now. Let me zoom out. Okay, now create another rectangle this way, this square like rectangle shape. Add in this yellow color. So remove the outline, F10 on your keyboard to reduce the radius, let's like this. And then you can pick it up, reduce the length a little bit, rotate it to 45 degrees, and then drag it here. That's too big, okay? So I'm going to change this back to 0, reduce the length, go back to my 45 degree, and that should do the trick. Control page down on your keyboard, and it's behind now. That's what I want. So you can just drag this to this, and I want it to fit in just like that, and Control End on your keyboard. So it's giving this vibe. Let's just align this down. Now the next thing to do currently, let's zoom in a little bit. It's not to start the typing task. It is a little bit hard. Come over to this. Let's change this to rectangle. Change this to 3 to triangle. Hold your control key. Create a lovely nice rectangle triangle that way, and fill it up with blue. Press plus key on your keyboard, and I'm going to do this. Create a duplicate just like this. I light it up this way. Control G on my keyboard. Plus again. I can drag this to the center using the node. Then plus again on my keyboard. Bring this to the side. Then use the node to drag to this. I light it up this way. Control G to group, and then I can change this to, I believe that should be 90 degrees. So reduce the size also again. Let's reduce it more and more. Now let's type. Let's start our typing. I'm going to change the font to this. This is my usual font. If you are used to the channel, you know this is my usual font. So as always, Phenomenal Graphics. Phenomenal Graphics. We can press in enter around here and then come to this, change this to right, bring this to the side this way and then resize it. That's okay, I believe. Now we can press F8 on my keyboard, highlight the text, then add in the color of blue. So come back to text again, type in my motto, which is this: 3 dot simple. Sorry, simple but classic. Now we can change the font to Hunters. I believe we should be having that. But if you don't have it, please just use any cursive font that is okay by you. Thus, I can now drag this here and resize this way. Let's go. Let's just use 16. Then I can shift key, select the two, press R on my keyboard. That's okay. Now here comes the long text. Let me just do a pause and play so it displays. You understand? Now this is the text. Change the font to our usual font. Now change the font. Usual font. Where are you? Sorry. That's that. Control K on your keyboard to break it apart. We can now just highlight all these guys over here, bring them down this way. Now let's start this. Change this over here to, let's try 90. That should be 90. And then I can drag it here. Then these are you. Can bring this here. Then reduce the size to around 15 should do the trick. Okay. Now we can bring this to the top this way. Then these two, I can bring them to this side, reduce it to around 19. That's a little bit too big, but nevertheless we can always resize. Okay, that's okay. We can bring this owner to this side. Yep. Now let's color the R blue. A business owner. Sorry, I like this up. Change this to blue as well. Then bring this all over here. F8 on my keyboard. I'm going to change this to capital to small letters. Reduce the size a little bit this way. And then drag it here. So bring this, Ctrl Z. Bring this to the side. Reduce this as well. This can go a little bit up again. And then let's just group these two. I'm going to ungroup it later on. Control U on your keyboard to ungroup. What's this? Control U. Change this here to blue and bring the chopper over here. Yeah. Can change that to 23. Yeah, and that's done. That's done. I'm going to bring in another text, which is this one over here. Control C on my keyboard. Just press plus sign to copy and then F8. Paste that in. That's okay. Come over here, reduce my size, text size to something as small as this. And then I can press R. That should do the trick. Now the second thing is this. Copy this up and then plus key again over here. I can drag this to the side this way. F8, highlight, paste. It might sound funny, and then I can highlight this to blue. Highlight it again with this and then click on underline. It has been underlined. Let's change this, increase it. That's okay. Let's go to the side. Come to our ellipse to create a lovely nice circle. That's okay. Let our circle color to be blue and remove the outline. So now we can press plus key to duplicate and start moving our circle this way. Hold your control key while moving. Don't worry, it's going to align on. We are going to do that later on. Then I can press this Ctrl K on your keyboard. So you can select this circle, press this and press E. Press the circle, shift, click on this E on your keyboard. As simple as that. E again. E. And that's that. The last thing to do is create a nice rectangle, a befitting nice rectangle this way. We can color it up now and power clip it inside this. Then let's type in my phone number, my contacts, which is change the font size to 15 should do the trick. And then I can change this to our lovely font over here. And then color it as blue. Reduce it again to 10. Yes, and let's center it to this. Now I can reduce all this. Reduce this over here. Resize it up this way. Yes, and that's just that. Come to your drop shadow. Just drag it this way. Let it align, and voila. You can reduce this to 35. So that's okay. That's how you create that view you're having. Thank you for following to the end of this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on TikTok, Phenomenal Graphics, and also like the video, comment as well, share with your friends. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice